Hello and welcome to Snack Play Love. We've done a couple of videos on the workshop Uncharted Paths today, which only went up a few hours ago, but it's pretty easy to get a few wins. It's essentially cyberbullying, but if you want the tips and tricks on how to do that, then see the other videos. Today, I think I'm going to carry on with this quick draft though. How many cards did we leave in the deck? I have a habit of leaving sort of 49 cards in the deck. Forgetting and then just entering 41. That's fine. We've cleaned this up. We've taken out the white. We've left one anticipate in. That's fine. We haven't got enough mutate to get the massive value out of the Polywog symbiote, but at the end of the day, it's a 1/3. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I wouldn't mind playing the extra thing. That's fun, but it doesn't always work. Let us tromp the domains. We're still in silver, right? I think we're still in silver. I don't expect these to be easy matches, but I do expect them to be a little bit less serious than the Premier draft, which is where we usually live. I like doing these with gold, but because the events, the festivals and whatnot have been mostly gold, I have actually used gems for this. So I do feel like I should at least try to get my 750 gems worth back. Oh my goodness. 3-colour deck, all forests, but we've got a turn 4 and turn 5 play, so I'm going to keep this. Essentially, we could draw the lands. Were we on the play? I think we were on the play. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. No, we're on the draw. That's better. Cool. See, I really wouldn't have minded one of those. Well, that cleans us up. Boom. You swing for 1. I've already gained it. It's fine. Survivor's Bond doesn't do anything until you've got a graveyard. It is a 5 or 6 mana card, really, because you want to be casting one of the things you get back. I don't think we'd be using our Frostlinks thread. Well, this is just amazing. Thank you so much for giving us the lands. Because he can't do much with the brush rag right now. If he's a good drafter, which I suspect he is, he's playing the Reanimate deck. Although that doesn't really go in that deck. That's fine. Frostlinks on the Scorpion? Frostlink on the Brushwag, which will encourage him to cast creatures and not to pump it. I don't like using tempo cards that early. Frostlinks is a win con, not a early game sure thing. But oh, what's this? La 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 la. Kill it with fire, I guess, because we have no real good way of dealing with a 4/4 other than blocking it with our thing, which we don't want to. I kind of want him to use the mana on the brush rag now, because that doesn't develop his board state, and we can put down the big 3/5 next turn. I mean, he could also be playing stuff like this. Discard a card. Well, we don't have anything to bring back with Survivor's Bond, but effectively that is a card. That says draw a card on it. We definitely want the thing to be casting next turn. So probably get rid of the Sleeper Dart. That might be a mistake. So we don't really see many flyers in that deck. So I'm going to go for the Vigilance, which means we can attack and block with it. I'm going to say no attacks, which blatantly means that I want to block the menace creature. he's going to try and evolve it again. Mutate it again. So many similar abilities with different words. Oh, no, you don't got it. But he might have Death Touch. So, +1/+1 on lifelink, maybe. Either way, we've got to get the tricks out of his hand somehow. Cycling to put Death Touch on it would be nice. Okay. It's nice. Not really seen that played. 4 and 2. That is 6 mana, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not sure how I want to play this, because essentially I can take 4 a turn. But he can't really block the flyer. What have we got in the graveyard? See what we get, because that's +3/+3, so that's a 4/4 at least. I feel like we're going to take a shitload of damage this turn. No. I have to at least pretend that I'm going to attack. I'm already not liking this deck. I'm already thinking that we're very weak to some of the more pathetic combat tricks in the format. Because Blitz Leech shouldn't be good. I mean, it is with Menace and with blocking and how we've seen. Like blocking up to the brush rag because you're expecting one thing but you get another. And I guess he's kind of playing a flash deck, not a reanimator, but... Oh no, that's fine. I mean, I kind of wish we'd saved our removal now, but... we can't block that. And that's got 4, so that's a 4/4. So no, we can't block that. Was that lethal? Oops. Yeah, we should have blocked that because we died. But if we'd have blocked there, we'd have still taken 9 and not been able to block that next turn. So it would have been the net same result. But, yeah. Interesting. I don't feel like we had any way that we could have played massively differently. Drawing the card was probably stupid in hindsight. We could have played a few little... Well, we could have played smaller creatures out. And say having the Frostlings to block the 5/2 would have been a fine exchange. And had we got that separate, not that, the Heron, then just a 3/4 by itself might have been enough to stop it. But again, that couldn't do any good blocks. I think the 4/3 on the ground would have probably been smarter. But again, that's hindsight. That's knowing what they've got and what they're doing. Is there anything big that would have helped us there other than having less cards? I mean, we've got 3 red sources. I don't know that we need the crystal. I think I'm kind of just tinkering for the sake of it there. Yeah, stuff it. Let's go into game 2. Let's say I am happy to lose 0-3 in these things. It's a good learning experience, but I'd rather avoid it if we can, purely from the, not financial, but from the value perspective. I have only put one lot of 20,000 gems into the game when it was in alpha, and that's largely allowed me to stay above water, but recently there's been a lot more reasons to spend gems with historic, with some of the nicer styles that you could realistically only buy with gems sufficiently, although I did spend 10,000 gold on the lands. This I'm keeping, no creatures, but we're heavy on utility. So, we're not going to tap it, so I'm going to play blue. We have the choice. Either we cycle the migration path, draw a card, or we just anticipate into what's the best answer for the blue-white cycling deck. That is a good thing to have. We can path on 4 to get that on 6. So that's, we've got the lands for it. So let's have a look. What have we got that we can cast on 3? I like all of those cards, but I'm taking the removal. And I think we'll struggle to use it. I don't think you can make that more than a 6. He has to be representing a counterspell here. He has to be. Whether he's got it or not, let's see. Target the fox. Punch it with GIDORAH. Oh, that's nice. Because we know that he's emphasising cycling because he's got the dinosaur in the yard already. We should be able to race everything else with this. He's digging for interesting things. Hardcast the crystal. What are you missing? You've tapped out though, so I have no fear. Pardon me. In migrating. Yeah, don't cycle this by mistake. That would be an absolute fuck up. I think that we over emphasize the fact that we've got red in the deck. Did he draw 4 cards? He did. That's impressive. I'm going to say nice for that. Can we mutate that? We can't. I've got to keep Survivor's Bond. Getting rid of spinnerets. Over. Oh, did we shuffle our deck? Oh, of course we did, because we fetched 2 lands. They were on the bottom, you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's nice. So do we just cast what? Why is it not letting us do that? Did it exile it? Shit, it exiles it. should have probably considered that the cycling deck would have the one useful black cycling spell. Counter? No. Really? I mean, there is a cycling counter spell. We could still lose this. My suspicion is that this guy's got a mythic. This is what you want to counter. Are you gonna? He does. We just keep swinging. Sometimes 3 Mier every turn is enough. He's got the frost, so what's he digging for? I mean, I'm going to let him use that. Fully grown does what now? Trample. We do everything we're going to do post attacks. I mean, it feels really bad doing this now, but see, the tempo card, putting the honey mammoth back in our hand, would have been quite good. We turned a couple of those down in the draft. 6/7 trample flyer, nice. No, I'm not quite willing to do that. Let's have a look at what's in the yard. What's in the deck actually? What have we got that's better than interesting. Is this really a Shark Typhoon deck? Oops. Slowly. It does feel like my computer's doing something all the time. It's like, oh, let's just scan for viruses and download Windows updates that don't exist. More counters? No, not yet. That's annoying. I feel like he will probably do something that will create an extra blocker. That's a sorcery, not an instant, so I'm gonna cast this first. Because even Anticipate kills my Dreamtail Heron. If all of his guys are flying, then flying is useless. I'm going to risk it. What's he got? Shark Typhoon have a static ability as well? I don't think it does. Well, I suppose the static ability technically is the sharks, and the cycling ability is the other ability, but... Ooh. Now we play Russian roulette. And tap down the 3-3. Come along. So he can't outright kill these unless he got something to cast. And even then we're on 23. With Premier known removal in hand. Oh, Zenith Flare for 7 is absolutely fucking brutal. That's enough to kill it. That's probably a good game right there. I was going to say, you're only blocking with 1. Please do. 2-2s first, so yeah. I think we have to rock slide this, because we're never going to be able to do it on the reptilian reflection. Yeah. So, can we hardcast that? We can. Oh, come on. Computer, be slow. I think this is probably because I'm uploading the videos we recorded earlier, actually. Much as I would love to cycle that. We make it a big boy. Next turn we'd probably attack with both. Especially if he's got no cards in hand. I thought he was blocking the one I hadn't attacked with then. That was strange. We keep a card back. We've been playing spells. That's sweet. Come along. Let me cycle my flipping card. Okay. We can do 9 damage to him this turn if we cycle this. Next. Swingy McSwing face. Come on, computing now. Slow. All of this is hard drive noise though, so I suspect that tomorrow's upgrade, which will put me out of action for a few days, but who cares, should make things easier. Did you just draw another land? You did! Oh, that was a struggle. Gosh. When Zenith Flare doesn't get you there, it just extends the game. Well, I'm not going to try and stretch it past this. I'm going to have a look at why the computer is being so slow, but I mean, I think I suspect it's because it's just a slow computer. We got our gems. We're at 1-1. So realistically, we want to get to 3 wins or 4 wins. Those would be the breaking. Well, in realistically, this between these two's breaking even, but I do not think that we will get there today. We have had fun. It has been good. Thank you very much. See you soon.